Yo, son, what's up, son? It's Jordan from jpickopenphoto.com, photo school free, and I decided to make a video today about capturing moving objects in photography with no blur, making them still with no blur. Blur is bad. You don't want blur. Okay, today I used my trusty Donatello Ninja Turtle and a little Transformers car with red stripes and blue windows, which doesn't match, but that's okay. What I did was I used the car for the motion and basically pushed the car, okay, and these pictures you'll see, like in this picture, I pushed the car, and it's not perfect, but I tried to push it at the same speed every time I pushed it, so the results would be pretty verifiable, but it's pretty close to the same speed every time I push the car, so that's what you'll notice in these photographs. For instance, in this photograph, the settings are down on the bottom of the page. You can see what the settings are. I went with an aperture of f.4, and I forget what the shutter speed is, but it's down there, and the ISO is 800, I believe. And a fast shutter speed will stop the motion. Okay, remember that. Say it 3 times twice. 3 times fast. My bad. A fast shutter will stop the motion. So this is a fast shutter at, I forget what it is, I think it's 1/1000 or something like that, but it's at the bottom of the screen. Just look at the bottom of the screen. So yeah, that's that. And in this next photograph, I slowed the shutter down. You can see a little bit of motion. Whatever's down at the bottom of the screen, that's the kind of shutter speed, that's the result you're going to get. Notice how the aperture has increased in size or decreased in size as I've slowed down the aperture has decreased in size since I slowed down the shutter. What that is because when you slow down the shutter, you get more light into the camera. Therefore, to get the same exposure, you have to let less light in through the lens by closing your aperture. If you do not know what an aperture is, review my video on aperture. Okay. So yeah, you'll notice that the aperture has decreased in size and increased in number. When aperture increases in number, it decreases in size. So there you go. Now this photograph right here is taken at a very slow shutter speed. I think something like 1/80th of a second or something like that. Okay? When you're doing action and stuff like that, you wanna have as high a shutter speed as possible, because that's what stops the action. But you have to also remember that in order to do that, you have to have enough light to where you can decrease the aperture, because if you don't have enough light in whatever setting you're in, whatever environment you're in, you will not be able to decrease the aperture, which means you will not be able to increase the shutter speed. Okay? You can, however, increase the shutter speed and then increase the ISO, but the more you try to do that, the worse your pictures are going to look, your photographs are going to look. So I advise that you try not to. I mean, if you have to, if it's a situation like you just have to do it, you have to do what you have to do, but increasing the ISO to gain shutter speed does not yield the kind of results that I would recommend. After, I'd say 800 ISO. From 800 under, you can pretty much, I mean, you get a little tiny grain depending on how good a camera you have, but after 800, that's when you start to actually notice the real depletion of the photograph, and that's what we're trying to stay away from. Here at Photo School Free, we want nice, sharp, clear, precise photographs of whatever you want to capture, and that's what I'm trying to teach you how to do. So if you just review this video maybe a couple times and then go out and try it or whatever, and see what you get, then that's basically how you're going to learn the most. So peace out, subscribe to the channel. That's basically it, I guess. Alright, peace out. Y'all take it easy.